Hey there, Bill here. Hoping you guys are doing absolutely great. Today is August August 8th, I think. Let's me. August 9th. It's Sunday, and it's 12:25 a.m. So uh, I don't know where should I start. It's been a long time since I talked last and a lot of things have happened during this time, and uh, which like life is not monotonous. It's not like gonna go at the same pace. There's things gonna comes along, and there's certain things which gonna take you off guard, and you go like one goal can be to be mentally prepared for those sort of events, at least financially, health wise. You should be beyond guard. Like the way I look at it is like we train our body. Let's say we're doing physical exercise. So on the days where we have to do certain things, our body will not like detest our. It can keep up with our mind. So so to build sort of a body where the necessity comes, you can intervene and you can justify your position, your body, and who do you think you are. So that I have to take it a little further, and I have to attach it with again the security. Why we do saving? The whole purpose is to have like we can't foresee in the future. So as we cannot see for like foresee in the future, we have like once we have enough capital. So in the future, when we encounter certain adversity, we can use that capital to get out of that thing without literally dying. So that goes for your health as well. That goes for your goals. So in each and every situation, if you don't have the putting the extra, if you're not prepared for something extra, let's say prepare for uh, uncertainty, and when that uncertainty happen, if you're not prepared, it's gonna throw you off guard. So that's why, like in law of things, let's say you require certain skill set. If you're not going each day learning something more about it, someday someone else gonna comes along, and maybe if your whole livelihood it was based on that specific skill, then you're in the street again. And as per your body, if you're not training your body, then one bacteria gonna comes along, and if you're not in a good shape, then your body is just gonna withdraw. It forces, so it's not gonna fight. So I know right now I'm not like coherently making sense, but what I'm trying to say is that we should be mentally prepared in each and every uh, arena of our life, each and every sector of our life. So whenever something comes along our way, we be mentally prepared beforehand, and then we can do what we can do to defeat that thing. So it's always going to be difficult. There's going to be days when you are so mentally fucked up, so mentally drained, especially if you're doing like job 9 to 5, and then even you're working on weekends as well, and your body is uh, overstimulated all through all this social media and the uh, other industry, the adult industry. Your brain is cooked and your body is cooked, and then uh, what left out of you if your brain is cooked and your body is cooked, there's nothing like spiritually you're drained, and everything gonna be fucked up. Pardon my French. And that's a worst position to be in the living a life. I'm not an expert in this domain. I do have a uh, uh, like I'm a health what you say practitioner, consultant, physiotherapist, And after that, I've tried doing specialization in neuro just to understand what's going on. And like you study those things, and then there's a practicality you observe from around you, and those are very different things. Like you might have read like different books about how to get better at speaking, and then when you start doing it, when you start uh, speaking, you will realize that no matter like if you read 100 books, if you read 200 books, it's a different ball game when you're in the real world trying to speak, trying to uh, formulate sentences. It's a different game, and it goes for like all sort of things around us in this world. And uh, so that's like initially when I started this channel, the goal was simple. Uh, the goal was to get back on a track, whatever that means. And it was influenced by a lot of different stuff. Like, okay, social media, YouTube, you watch, you say, okay, I should have a channel as well. I should have my say in this world as well. I should start saying stuff out loud as well. And there's gonna be people out there who might be interested in what I say, or maybe in saying those things. In saying those things, I find the version, I can find the rationality of my own ideas, my own understanding of who I am, and then somehow I can take control of my own self. It sounds stupid. It sounds strange, like the need to take control of your own self, and somehow like you are not in control, like you are not you. Then who you are? Who the hell are you? Like let's and like in the past, while I was listening to George and B. Peterson, his articulation is good, and then he understands certain things about life as well, being a clinical psychologist. So, um, uh, like we are not who we think we are. We are not who people think we are. So, who we are. Then there's certain like let's say the movie concepts comes along like core memories that makes you who you are. If you remove them, then you're just an abstract living. Like what you're gonna do is that's not even living. So the purpose of this channel was to do stuff, get better in certain things, use the skills that I've acquired to my advantage to get better in those things. And the pattern is there, the consistency, uh, it's not there. If you start a thing, you should finish it, and it's not there. It's like jumping from one idea to the next, jumping from one idea to the next. Like that's what's been happening so far, and I don't know how long it's gonna like work like this if we keep jumping from one idea to the next, one idea to the next. Like again, talking about like the purpose of recording. I think I was listening out to certain things on YouTube and what's let's say Instagram, and there is a natural yearning in everyone that they want to be a better version of themselves. We do have a natural yearning, but then the reality kicks in. Then we have to prioritize our own necessities on the people around us. We have to work the things we don't want to work, or and we have to be in uncomfortable situations because the society wants it that way. And if we don't do that, we are screwed. And that's just a pattern how it goes. Like day in and day out, you're ripping you apart in certain segments, and each new segment is not you. It's just what the survival demands out of you, and eventually you become something which you don't recognize. Like, okay, I do remember this person, but Right now, it's a totally different being. And that's a being that was created by the instinct to survive. As unfortunately, we are all living in certain parts of the world where it's a mere survival game. Like you have to wake up, you have to earn the bread and butter, and sadly, that's the case for a lot of us. And in that, once you're doing that, you don't have a time to ponder what you're doing. You don't have a time to ponder about the big questions of the world. Like they say, if like when the poverty comes along, you don't even you you forget your religious values as well because it's way worse than that. It forces you to commit certain things. Robbery and those are much prevalent in the poverty, uh, high poverty areas, because that's what happened. That's like if you if it's a necessity of a being to have the bread and butter, and if his or she is not getting that, they're gonna use certain ways. That's they're gonna take advantage of others. They're gonna rob others. So it can be monetary, emotionally, financially. So in the grand scheme of things, what an individual can do, are yet to find any answers. And it's a long monologue, and I know it's gonna be a waste of your time as well. But pondering, even having the time to ponder, is a blessing because a person working in mines 14 hours a day, then going home to sleep, having 1 2 meals, no protein, just a bunch of carbs, like shoving the carbs down their throat and over like some dirty water. Those individuals don't have time to ponder. They might be more happy, as the happiness is so subjective that once you reframe your brain in certain way, you can be happy all the time. But then you're gonna be called crazy. So you better not reframe it that extreme. But you can still reframe it in certain way that if you think you're suffering, if you think you're in a bad situation, you can see, oh, it's just another day. Like in the past, a lot has happened with a lot of different people, and what happening with you is not even 0.001%. But then you say, oh, why should I compare my suffering? It's subjective, so that's the highest I have ever bad I felt. So coming back to the question, why should we improve ourselves? What's even this? Why? Because we are here in this world, and there's nothing we can do about it. Either we're here against our wish or on our wish. That's debatable, but we're here. And we are conscious of ourselves, we're conscious of our choices. And we feel responsible. If you're not doing good, if you're like, let's say, wasting our time, we're jerking off. Uh, our inner self cannot be happy. There's always a desire to do more, to acquire, to expand financially, physically, spiritually, in all domains. So that's been a case, and I think uh, I cannot even find a case. So why should we do certain things? Why should we try to be better as humans? Then like I'll say, let's we can do it for selfish reasons, like to avoid those things. to happen to us. Like if we don't work hard, they will not work hard, and they might not work hard, like saving us. Let's say our life is on the line. So we should put our best, like give our best in certain situations. So in return, in certain situation, we can have the best out of life. So it's a very uh, unsettling. It's very uh, weak argument I'm making. I'm aware of that, and why should we do anything in this world? Like we are born. But religion aside for a second, like we are born, we are into this thing. We can sense ourselves. We can sense our body, what we are thinking. We can observe what we are thinking. Like we can observe it like it's not us. It's like someone else is thinking, and we're just so there to observe. And then we're gonna commit certain things, and we're gonna say, "Oh, you did that." Like we are the third person, but we are not the third person, and that's sometimes unsettling. That we are not in our own control. Somehow we ended up programming our own setting and giving it away, and now we don't have a password to go back and take control. This YouTube channel was originally created. If you go back, you can watch media videos of me learning a language. I think that was Spanish. Working out, waking up in the morning and doing coding. Sad to say, I gave up. Spanish, I started again 15 minutes, something like that each day, just trying to be consistent. And I chose the most lazy approach, using Dreaming Spanish. You're watching bunch of videos. That's it. And if I think about that, like if my body and the resources I have would be granted to anyone who never experienced this thing yet, who would do marvelous thing with our fucking body and the brain and the stuff we have. It's like if you watch the Altered Carbon, that's a series, uh, where you can have a stack like your body. You can they're gonna give you a body. You can have a different body, and with the body there comes certain skills. You can have your brain, but there's certain skill set gonna come with the body, and so there are certain bodies like who are unique, and you can customize certain things. It's again if we cannot progress, then how can we justify this existence? Each day you wake up, you do certain things, and you go back sleep, and you try finding the answers, but there are no answers around you. And you think, okay, there could be answers from the religion, philosophy, and people will assume it's he's just he's idiot. He's a idiot. He don't understand how the world works. He's just being too skeptical about the world. He's questioning things that shouldn't be questioned. But everybody's different. Some people have to justify certain things to themselves. If idea of God doesn't make sense for them, so how can they believe in that? If it does make sense for them, how they can be devoid of that idea? So, in the different stages of your life, you're gonna have different experiences, and those gonna shape you, modify you, and those changes may not be permanent. Those changes might have temporary uh, implications. So again, going back to the topic, so the sole purpose of this channel is to express the journey of the life. I live like half of my life, and there's still sadness deep down on certain things which I'm not able to comprehend. And there's a gratification, there's like a pure gratification for the things which I have. And there is a guilt of not doing what I could have done, missing the opportunity one after another. And living with those things, all those things at the same time, observing. I think we need a purpose in life. As everyone says, we do need purpose in life. That's not a new idea I'm like giving you. We need a purpose in life, and the purpose should be so great, so fucking great that it can keep us awake at night. It can give us the dopamine we need. And then we can operate as like a crazy maniac. And I yet to find a way to unravel that purpose. This world on the YouTube is huge. There are a lot of people who are talking about a lot of different things, and sometimes you get lost in the sheer amount of ideas that you get to hear. Sometimes you ended up creating your own echo chamber because you're gonna keep watching the stuff you like or which you like to listen, and it's gonna keep giving you more and more of those, and you're gonna end up at the in the echo chamber where you're only getting what you already know and only support like the evidence which already support your views. So it's a double-edged sword. Well, yet to find a way to use this thing properly. By properly, I mean that because personal growth is important. It's not important for me. It's important for the people around me, the family, the others. If I work on myself, if I'm in good shape, I can take more responsibility of the world, and because if I can take the more responsibility, uh, then the people who can are not able to take certain part of their responsibility, they can leave it in peace as well, rather than going and robbing other people. So even for selfish reason, self-development too sounds an interesting idea, an intriguing idea, and I yet to find an answer on such a question. So again, this thing is gonna be again faded in the background. Like, okay, I tried a podcast, and the episode 2 comes after like 3 4 months. What sort of update is that? Like, why consistent is this? Consistency is so difficult. Even the articulating ideas is difficult at certain times. You try to articulate an idea, you try to put words in order to make sense, but they are not easy. And then you shy away from such a realization that you're not smart. You might be lucky, and then this realization kicks in that if you don't do like worst thing can happen if you don't keep up with the world. And that's maybe exaggerated response to the stimuli, the survival stimuli. But that's the response we get, and this pushes us further down the line. I know the whatever been talked about in this specific audio, they don't have any coherency, no specific topic. It's all mumbling about different things. But to clear the consciousness, we sometimes have to talk. We have to talk about our feelings, uh, like in a way that okay, what exactly we're unpacking. The certain memory is gonna be the you have to unpack. You're gonna extract out the message, and then they're gonna let you loose. They're gonna let you go, let you leave. Otherwise, you're trapped. If you stay trapped for long enough, those bad memories, gonna be your traumas. In the grand scheme of things, you should focus on improving yourself. Whatever you say, you should do those things. You should not lie because honesty is the best policy for the short term reward. Don't trade your dignity. Even when you're in the leadership positions, there's sometimes you have to take the criticism, you have to take the blame because you're the team player, you're the team leader, you have to lead with the belief that your actions are for the common good of the team and the outcome you want. Obviously, you're gonna be tired of the life. You're gonna wake up each day, you're like, I'm not able to continue living like that. And you just wanna end that thing. Because you cannot see the purpose. Even though you push yourself, you worked hard, eventually, what's gonna happen? Like, what's the point of all this? What's the point of struggling? Then you see the world from on a big canvas, and you see in a very detail oriented way what's going on, the suffering, the wars. Then you say, okay, does it all even make sense? The design, you're gonna question certain things about the design and the suffering, and then you're gonna question each and everything around you. And that's not an ideal thing to do because while you're barely surviving each day, how come you're gonna have a time to question or for ponder? That's that might be for the goodness. Like if you don't have a time to ponder, you will not go into the dismay. That the soul is so confusing, and I yet to find the answers. Like 3 years from now, I might have a different picture of the world. For right now, it's not clear. So I think let's end this video. Oh, let's just keep breathing, keep moving, keep pushing, and keep trying to be better version of who we are. Because at the end, that's what we can do, and that's what we're here to do. So let's stick to that part. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.